weeks of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
On play action, Lance.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They pitch it to Davis.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, set. 32.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara, and he'll be taken down at the 18. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
To throw, it's Lance. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. That's taken it around the 40.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. first down. Gordon.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gordon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The Ravens in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Jet sweep. Here's Bateman.
And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gordon.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw here. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
They'll look to throw here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
Now a play fake. Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Flush to his right. Open man has got one. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Rolling to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Not the best of plays here as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gordon, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Give me some. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? how about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense trying to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it was good coverage defensively. They were able to break it up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He's got a man. Complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Coach, so no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I just wonder if defensively they're starting to think that, hey, we've kept them to nothing so far. They've got to take a shot downfield. It looked like they were prepared for it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
49 the mic. Watch 49. Got one. Field, black.
Looking to throw. Kruger. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A first down carry for Davis. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Lance.
And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Throwing now is Lance.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they'll go for it. Lance got an open man. It's Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Let's go. Shit. Slam. Ready.
On first down, Borden. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They go play action here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Davis fighting. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Target.
Ready, go. They run the counter. Gordon, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, If they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Watch out, man. 50 Fury. Check 15. Blue striker. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Kruger. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave
with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Kruger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Ready, break.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
30 yards.
And the Saints are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
95.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And Lance going to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Snyder. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 13 yards out.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for New Orleans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.